SB19 featured in 2 Chicago newspapers, listed as one of the best moments in Lollapalooza by Billboard. Yes, SB19 made it to the Chicago newspaper, not 1 but 2. From Chicago Sun-Times, SB19, from throwing the first pitch at the White Sox game on Wednesday to making history as the first Filipino act at Lollapalooza Thursday, SB19 is having quite the week in Chicago. It's an honor to be performing here, and to our Filipino fellows, thank you for supporting us. We wanted you to witness this for the first time. Member Josh Cullen shared early in the set, eliciting a roar of applause from the 18 fan squad. Although the crowd wasn't as thick as anticipated for the international phenoms, those who were present combined for a huge cheering squad proud to represent their culture. How many of you are Filipino? Fan favorite Colin asked as many people threw up their hands that were holding the country's blue, white, and red flag. Across an hour, SB19 ran through dance hip-hop mash-up hits like Damn, Emoji, and Gento with flawless choreography, even more impressive with their leather ensembles in 85-degree heat. There were some surprises too. The boy band live debuted their new track Lawless, which comes out Friday, and gave a sneak peek of a song that will be featured on the soundtrack for the upcoming DreamWorks film Forgotten Island. By the end, Benny the Bull was a surprise guest, riling up the crowd to hit Dunka. From Chicago Tribune, this year has seen Filipino musicians make it big at US music festivals. In April, girl group Bini became the first Filipino act to perform at Coachella. Then on Thursday afternoon, SB19 became the first Filipino group to play at Lollapalooza when they took the ALLIANZ stage at 3:30 p.m. The fanbase, known as 18, which means ours in Tagalog, came out to support the 5-member group which debuted in 2018. Brenda San Juan, 53, waited by the ALLIANZ stage for hours before SB19 set. Under the hot sun, she kept cool using a handheld fan with images of the band members on it. She had traveled from San Francisco to see SB19, which she called a source of Filipino pride. "I know they're going to wow the crowd," she said. "I'm really excited for people to hear them." San Juan said she traveled to Manila to see the band this spring. Last night, she went to see band member Josh Cullen throw the first pitch at a White Sox game. But fans who weren't able to make it to the Grand Park still had options since Lollapalooza live streams select performances on Disney Plus and Hulu. Live stream watch parties pop up in Chicago and also in the Philippines. The country's Department of Tourism announced it would host a free watch party in Manila, and the event fully sold out the Rizal Park Open Air Auditorium despite the performance scheduled for 3:45 a.m. in the Philippines. Fans waved Filipino flags in the air, cheering the group's name loudly as they caught sight of the members before they even stepped on stage. SB19 set included their explosive, high-energy pop songs, bursting onto the stage clad in leather pants and jackets to perform songs such as their newest single, Lawless, a song largely in English that they released the previous night. But they also slowed it down to show off their emotional chops with some ballads, including 2021's Mapa. Toward the end of the set, the group continued its collaborations with local sports teams, pulling Chicago Bull mascot Benny the Bull onto the stage to dance in Dunka. SB19 really made an impact with their Lollapalooza debut. Meanwhile, Billboard listed SB19 amongst others in their best moments so far from Lollapalooza 2026. From Billboard, SB19 makes Filipino history at Lolla. It was a successful Chicago debut for SB19, who became the first P-pop group to perform at Lollapalooza. The 5-man boy band was extremely grateful for the opportunity, which drew support from Filipinos from across the globe who made sure they were in attendance for the historic set. SB19 playfully joked about how they were still adjusting to the American diet filled with bread and pasta. They ran through various tracks in Filipino and English while previewing a cover of Francis M's Mga Kababayan anthem and their newest track Lawless, which arrived on Friday, July 31.